sucker for love. And in this world full of suckers, you fit mine like a glove. The fit is perfect, but nobody above, yeah. The clock's ticking as the time flies by. We in two different worlds, but living the same life. Two different dreams, you make me feel so alive. Need you by my side, need you by my side. Just a power couple daily blowing off steam. Making love to you so damn seamlessly. We be doing it so damn frequently. Easy cause we on the same damn frequency. Take it to the Sunset Boulevard. Tell mama says she wanna tag along. She don't care if it's right or if it's wrong. Yeah, we'd always get along. Even through the downs, gotta stay strong. Now we singing the same song. All I ever, yeah, is think about you. I think about you daily. So baby girl, don't play me. All I ever, yeah, is think about you. They call me Dan, the Lakers fan. And I got a master plan for the Lakers back to the promised land. Spread the vision through my people, cause we fans are equal. When we reach 20K subs, yeah, we gon' drop a sequel. Another Laker anthem track, watch me run it back. Got the keys to the city where my Laker jet.
What up, Laker family? It's your boy DTLF back with another pregame live stream as the Lakers get set to play Game 5 at home. Survival of the fittest, man. Survival of the fittest. How you doing, Kimmy Goat? Die Hard, easy money. Good to see you all, man. Team Haters, Peruvian guy. Listen, it's not over yet, y'all. We just getting started, and I think the real party starts tonight. Lakers got to come out here and take it, not game for game basis, which is something I've heard a lot, but quarter for quarter basis, guys. We have fell apart. I think I read a stat today that combined all the fourth quarters, we've gotten outscored in this series by 23 points. That is a lot to get outscored in the fourth by, right? Especially when it's coming down to crucial games. So we got to do better closing out games. We could easily be up. Think about this, right? We could have easily been up 3-1 right now. Very excited, thinking of elimination, moving on to the next round. Instead, we're down 3-1 because we haven't executed properly. We haven't finished down the stretch. Guys have got tired down the stretch, and that's been the difference in the ball game. So a lot of this is on the coaching staff. In my opinion, they lost both games for us the last two games. All right, self-explanatory. We already talked about a post game, but we're going to talk about this game here. A minor update I got for you guys. Team Haitian says, I want this win more than anything. I want to be happy again. I feel you. That is definitely pain right there. What's up, Die Hard? Good to see you, my boy. That is definitely pain. We've all felt the pain throughout the week. It's been tough because this is a team we had championship aspirations for, championship aspirations for, especially with LeBron James and Luka. We thought they could put it together and the rest would be history, but it hasn't come to fruition. If it wasn't one thing, it was been another so far. So this is the game that we really have to turn up, man. And I'll be damned if the Lakers lose here tonight. We need a win and play with some pride. We're going to talk about all of that. Really quick, this video is brought to you guys by Prize Picks. You guys know promo code DTLF gets you $50 with your first deposit and play. DTLF is the promo code. This video is also brought to you by Underdog. All right, you guys know, man, these daily fantasy sports apps are the best, especially during playoffs time. And I was so close to winning big money yesterday. I was like one steal away. So we're going to do 2 entries today. Make sure you guys tap in, and we're going to go under on everything. That's my new tactic because I've been really close. And actually won a little bit of money, but we could have won the big money. But the same promo code, DTLF, make sure you guys tap in. This one gets you a deposit bonus up to $1,000 plus a free entry with Underdog. So tap in there, guys. And they also have a crazy promo going right now, the extender. Now that one's going to start. If you guys didn't get a chance to do that, it's going to start in the beginning of the next series. And what it is the first game, when you place an entry, it gives you a 40% boost, and so on and so forth. The percentage boost keeps going on your on how much you can win. So it goes all the way up to 100%. So it's crazy. So basically, if you put in 5, you win 20 plus 100% of that, right? You double your money 100% eventually. All right. So make sure you guys tap in with the new promotions they got on Underdog right now. All right. Let's get into this because we got a lot to break down. We got a little mini update here. A little mini update, and that is the fact that Maxi Kleber, who's been out since January 25th prior to LA trading for him with the right foot surgery, has been listed as questionable. So he actually got upgraded today. There's a chance he could play, although I don't see the coaching staff just throwing him out there. This coaching staff has proven that they don't trust anybody. So why trust somebody who hasn't really been with the team or anything? I don't know. I just don't expect it. Don't hold your breath for that one. But what I do expect is a better coaching schemes and strategies. We got to trust our bench. I do expect a starting lineup, even though the game tips off at 7, so we probably won't have any updates on the starting lineup now. But for all my members, you will get the update right before the game starts. But I'm expecting a change in lineup with DFS starting over Jackson Hayes. I think that's a must. And I want to see the rotations off the bench happen, especially in the second half of this ball game, to even give us a shot, guys. There's so much we can go with. Like I already mentioned, and I have an very interesting stat here for you guys about this series, right? Let me see if I find it here. There it is. So historically, only 13 teams out of 288 NBA teams have successfully overcome a 3-1 deficit in the playoff series. This gives the Lakers a baseline probability of around 4.5 to 5% based on the historical data alone. So numbers are against us. However, here's the good news. Yes, he's 40 years old, but we have one of the players that has been on that one of them 13 teams who has done it before. So if anybody can guide us through this, it's them. On top of this, JJ Redick is now approaching the game with a Game 7 mentality, which I thought they should have had last game. But JJ Redick said, "You don't think about winning 3, you think about just getting the next one." He said, "That's the only thing that matters, because if not, the offseason begins. It's all about Wednesday. That's what's important." That was JJ's message at Tuesday's practice back in El Segundo, echoed by LeBron James, emphasizing one game at a time mentality. Our focus is on Game 5, he said. We have to win Game 5. That's been conveyed by coaches, players. Tomorrow is a Game 7 for us. And from here on out, we have to win 3 back-to-back Game 7s. So do I still believe? Yes, I do. I always believe until my team is out completely. I believe. A lot of these games were very winnable. Like I said, on the road, we should have had 2 wins. We didn't. We're paying the price for it now. But to me, this is more about pride. You're playing in front of your home court. You went, what was the record? 30-10 or something like that? Or 31-10 or something like that at home? You have an amazing home record. You must protect this house. That's number 1. Number 2, you've been slandered. Luka has been slandered. They said Ant-Man is now better, even though Luka eliminated Ant and went to the finals last year. Crazy how quickly they forget. They're saying LeBron, Father Time is here. If you're these superstars, you got to lead us. You got to lead us to the promised land. You got to lead us past this team right here. And it starts one game at a time. And forget about one game at a time. How about one quarter at a time? We got to try to win one quarter at a time. We've been losing crucial quarters throughout the course of the series, whether it's first, second, third, fourth. We've been all over the place. The last 2 games, we've been losing the fourth quarter by a combination of more than 20 points. It's ridiculous. Can't happen. Surefire recipe for disaster. We got to learn how to protect and finish off our opponents. D3 says, well, these guys are gassed when the fourth quarter comes around. Luka has really, for years now, mainly burned out in the first 3 quarters. Nothing new, and LeBron has been using his E on defense mainly. But everybody was gassed because of JJ Redick. Or in this case, like my good friend Die Hard likes to call him, JJ Pathetic. Okay, because he has shrunken in the playoffs. And he has not maximized his role players, while Chris Finch has. Credit to the Timberwolves coach. Everybody has been maximized. They've had 30-point games from their role players. We haven't even had a 20-point game from ours, outside of Rui, who just barely, exploded onto the scene the last game. But, outside of him, nobody else has hit 20. And then on top of that, what makes matter worse, even our big dogs like Austin Reeves, all right, who in the regular season was tremendous, 20 points in the regular season, 4.5 rebounds, 5.8 assists, true shooting percentage of 61%. Playoffs, 17.3. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it makes a difference. And his true shooting percentage is 55.6. So there's a drop there. The scoring is down by 2.9 points. He's shooting 14% less in the playoffs as far as efficiency goes. A lot of that credit to the Timberwolves' length has really bothered him. But he needs to get better from this, man. Now you're going to hear a bunch of rumors this offseason. We're going to get into the Giannis stuff in a bit. But wow. Hey, Dan, if we lose, I won't be as mad because we have Luka. Our future is bright. Yes, I'm glad you said it. That is something I was going to attest to post-game, assuming we lost. But if we win, I mean, this, and I've said this, to you guys for all year long. We already won this offseason because our future is bright, like you said, sis. You're absolutely right. Our future is 110% bright. We're moving in the right direction. We still have draft picks. We still have tradable assets. And something spectacular could happen. The Giannis rumors are getting loud. He's about to have a meeting with the Milwaukee Bucks real soon, and they're going to discuss his future. So maybe he wants out. And if he does, the Lakers are going to be in the forefront with all the assets we have, including Austin, including Dalton, any first-round picks we have to try to get Giannis. Can y'all imagine a team of Luka and Giannis for the foreseeable future moving forward? Regardless of whatever LeBron does, whether he opts in or opts out, most likely he'll opt out, try to renegotiate a better contract. But I don't want to get into offseason talk just yet, only because that's a lot of content for the offseason, and I hope we don't lose tonight. I'll be depressed too, Kobe Nation. I'll be really depressed, my friend. We need to come out here and play with some damn heart and pride. This team is not better than us on paper, but games and series aren't won on paper. They're won on the court. So, I mean, credit to them. Again, they exploited us with their size, which is one of the reasons they should have been feared from the beginning. They exploited us with their depth, which is something we haven't been able to match up with. Just so much to this series that we're going to talk about regardless of the outcome. And so I look forward to that. But for now, let's go. Let's get it. Let's freaking get it, man. Lakers is do or do. There's no die in you guys. If I'm the Lakers coach, I'm like, listen, all series long, you guys have been bitched around. It is time to raise your head and play like some real men. You guys should be able to match up. You guys have more experience. You guys, we have the depth. We have the star power. What's holding us back from winning this damn series? We've won 8 games in a row. What's stopping us from winning 3 in a row? Damn it. Let's get out here and do work, fam. Doesn't matter. Stats don't matter. Stats don't matter at all. Look, regular season, Luka averaged 24, 7, and 8. Postseason, he's averaging 37, 8, and 1 assist. So the stats don't matter. Throw everything out the window, and you just have to play your heart out, Lakers Nation. And we got to do it. We got to show up, man. Who's going to show up today? Who's going to show up? We are at home. It is our house. Let's get pumped. Laker fans, if you're at the game, if you're blessed enough to be at a playoff game, especially a Laker playoff game, you have to cheer your heart out. I don't want to hear your voice by the time you leave the arena. I need everything out there. If you're watching this video and you're going to a Laker game, I need you to squeal like a little pig the whole game. I don't give a damn what you sound like. Just scream just give all your passion and your emotion. Leave it all out, because this has the potential to be a win, but it also has the potential to be the last game of our season. So let's freaking get it, man. Let's get it. I'm over this soft play, guys. To be honest with you guys, out of the 3 games we've lost, 2 of them were very winnable. One of them we had a 10-point lead in the 4th quarter. One of them we had a 2-point lead within 1 minute, and we lost. That's on the coaching for their lack of substitution pattern. That's on the players for the lack of execution. That's on everybody. And JJ said it today. A lot of the mistakes we've made have been self-destructive. We can avoid some of those. D3 said he's been the best defender in the playoffs so far statistically, and we can't win because we stop executing. Got to imagine it's harder to play iso ball in the 4th when you're already tired. That's on the coaching staff. Again, they have to get us into our sets, and they gotta get the right combination of players out there at the right time. Coaching matters in the playoffs. I was very excited to see what JJ could do in the playoffs, and he has disappointed me. Of course, I'm not going to yell, fire him. He's a rookie coach. He's going to make mistakes, but I better see tremendous improvement. If we advance in the series, in the next series, I better see tremendous improvement. If we don't advance in the offseason, next season, and in the playoffs, I better see tremendous improvement. Otherwise, he's going to get the hand treatment. That's the truth. Solo said this team needs a complete game. I also think Reeves and Luka shouldn't be on the court at the same time. Thank you. I've been saying it since we traded for Luka. Austin should come off the bench, and I love Austin, but we have too much defensive liabilities on the court at the same time. It's going to cost us wins. If you want to close because Austin is on fire in the 4th with both of those guys, then so be it. But I wouldn't recommend it. I think Vando should be out there, if not DFS, at all times along the group of LeBron, Luka, the Rui, those guys. We need all the size and versatility we can get. I agree with you, Solo. Thank you, Kimiko. Yes, make sure you guys tap in promo code DTLF on both underdogs and prize picks. Get in on the action. The time to win some money is now during the postseason. Go under, guys. I'm gonna show you my new strategy I just developed. Let's see. Is Reeves starting again, or JJ going to make a change there? I'm actually not sure yet, Nick. It is extremely early right now. We won't know till right before tip-off. But if I had to predict a new starting lineup, because JJ is very stubborn, there is a chance he goes right back to Jackson Hayes. I hope not. I think DFS starts because the second half, the reason he didn't sub out players is DFS came out here like a dog, and they fit in perfectly with Rui, with LeBron, with Austin, with Luka. When you had DFS out there, the floor spacing was better. The ball movement was better. Everything. We were scrappy. We actually took a double-digit lead, but I feel like they just ran out of gas. And yeah, I know we need a big Javi. This offseason is going to be huge, brother. But we're not talking about the offseason while we're still during the season. We owe it to our Lakers to really just cheer them on to the end. Hopefully it's not the end tonight. I feel a win coming on. Matter of fact, I'm going to throw on the Lucky Lakers jacket. I haven't whipped it out since before last year. So I'm going to pull it out tonight. I feel a lucky win coming on, and we need it. It's all depending on the coach. It is. The coaching matters. For years, I complained about Darvin Spam. For years, I was hoping for a new coach. For years, JJ came in. It was like a breath of fresh air, but he did something we all couldn't have anticipated, and that is not make a substitution in the second half. And I think that ultimately costed us, man. I think we self-destructed, in the words of JJ himself. I think it's a real difference in this series is that Austin has mostly turned into a spot-up shooter this series. I would like to see him a little bit more on ball, for sure. Same thing with LeBron. I want him to take turns. I love Luka handling the rock, but when he's turning the ball over at the half court, when he's feeling sick or whatever, that is not the time to have him run the offense. We should have trusted other players who have done it throughout the course of the season. Now, I will say this, regardless of whatever happens in this series, I'm not going to get mad at Luka or LeBron or really Austin because they had less than half a year to get ready before the playoffs. A full year under their belt, they'll be so much better and better suited for situations like these matchups next season. So objectively speaking, as a fan, I understand why they didn't fully click in the playoffs at the same time, but that's got to change or there has to be trades again. Right? It might have to be Austin, might have to be the odd man out if he doesn't accept the bench role. We need those guys to all be clicking and on the same page at all times, exploiting their mismatches. We haven't done enough of that. We haven't went enough at Conley in this series. Got to be better, man. Got to be better, and a lot of it falls on the coaching's lap. I'm so tired of seeing the offense, three guys watch Luka walk the ball up the floor, pick and roll, and slow motion all game, no fast break. Well, in order to get fast breaks, we got to get stops defensively. We haven't been able to get too many of those, whether it was poor officiating or poor defense. We haven't been able to get too many of those. We've only had, we've averaged less than 10 transition points in every game in the playoffs so far. That's pretty bad. That was one of my main keys to beating this team. I said, don't let them get comfortable in the half court. They got a lot of length, a lot of size. They will deflect the basketball. Get some stops, get out in transition, and do what you got to do. Pretty much. Reg Dog, you feel it? You really feel it that way? Reg Dog, you feel like this is LeBron's last day? I don't feel it. I think he will have a farewell tour before he retires. So I think he'll at least come back for next year. I think next year will be his last. If that, maybe even 2 more years, because I think he wants to get his son Bryce into the league just like he did Bronny. I think he'll do that with the Lakers. So I think he's trying to hold off for that. But if his body won't let him, then maybe you might be right. We'll see. This offseason is going to be so interesting, guys, because there's so much to talk about, so much to break down the rumors. I mean, Giannis, rumors already flying rampant, and it's not even the offseason for us. I've seen so many Photoshop Giannis to the Lakers, and that's another possibility I mentioned years ago could be realistic. And now that we got Luka, it's even more realistic, right? Giannis could be the next man up. But there's also a chance somebody else trades for him. There's also that chance. So I'm not going to hold my breath for it. It's too early to talk offseason moves, but there's so much that can happen this offseason. And I'll be here to cover it from side to side, baby, from one end to the others. Year-round job for me. So make sure you guys stay subscribed, lock in, and hit the post noti bell because I'm here, baby. I'm here. Whether the Lakers are or not, I'm still going to be here. And so tap in. But I still believe in my team. Call me crazy. One game at a time, one quarter at a time, and let's get it. Let's get it, Laker family. If we can win this game, we can win all the games. But it starts here tonight. Can we win this game? Can we protect home court? Right? Can we? They have all the confidence. They got nothing to lose. The pressure's on us. We have to play desperate. We have to claw, scratch. If we have to swing at somebody, whatever it takes. Go get a designated non-player. Alex Len, somebody set a tough screen. Get ejected. We won't need you anyways. We need to get scrappy tonight. And I want to see these guys, if they're going to go out with a fight. If they're going to stay on with a fight and with momentum heading into the next game. I actually want to blow out. I want to blow them out so we can send a message. Hey, you cannot put us away that easily. We are here to stay, ladies and gentlemen. But all right, let's do our daily fantasy sports entries. Remember, promo code DTLF gets you guys that deposit match plus the free entry. All right, all the way up to $1,000, 50% of your deposits with Underdog. Let's start there first. Let's go with Underdog Sports, baby. And let me tell you, this app has been an absolute pleasure since I started using it, since I got sponsored. So definitely tap in, guys. And here's my thing. My projections, you know what? No. My projections have been under on a lot of these. Under. Especially elimination games, it's going to be scrappy. It's going to be chippy. So I'm looking for unders. Let's start with LeBron. I'm going to go lower. Let's start with Luka. I'm going to go lower on Luka on the points, rebounds, assist. All right. Why? Because it's going to be a defensive game both ways. That team wants to close. This team wants to win. LeBron has been exceptional. All right. So I don't want to go under on him. But Ant-Man, I'm going to go under on him. He's on the road. We got to hold him to under 27. Matter of fact, I'm going to go under points, rebounds, assists. I think that's the safest stat to go under on. Rudy Gobert. Not gonna touch on him. Let's go. Same thing with Austin. I'm gonna go under. I hope some of these projections are wrong when we win. I don't care, but I got to go with my gut instead of my heart, right? Now the players I do believe are going to be higher. Matter of fact, right for this entry, let's go Jaden McDaniels. I'm going to go lower on points, rebounds, assists. Now he could easily go over on this one, but I'm going to go lower. I think this game is going to be ultra defensive, and for those reasons, you know what? It's going to be really hard for some of these players to even score. Right now, let's go with Jalen Green. He's been trashed this whole series. I'm gonna go under. There's always a chance to go over. Feel free to do your own entry if you feel something different. All right, Fred VanVleet, I'm gonna go lower. Sorry, don't believe in him. He had a great game last game. Lower, and I'm gonna go lower on Steph. That's gonna be my lower entry card right there. I'm sorry, I gotta do it. It's gonna be all lows, and we're gonna do the flex. We're gonna do the flex. All right, that's 83 times. I'll put in $3. Nah, let's go for the jigger. Let's go for $4. Everything lower. All right. That'll get us $300+ if we win that, man. That is the entry right there. Lower on Luka, points, rebounds, assists. Lower on Ant-Man, points, rebounds, assists. Lower on Austin, points, rebounds, assists. Lower on Jaden McDaniel, Jalen Green, VanVleet, Jimmy Buckets, and Steph Curry. I think it's going to be desperation elimination games today. That usually calls for lower. All right. Now let's hop on over to our next sponsorship. Again, promo code DTLF gets you guys those bonuses. All right. Let's go with Prize Picks. Now here, I might go a little different here today, just in case, we don't hit on one, we hit on the other. I'm still going to go lower on Luka, even though he can get that in the first half, the way he plays. Again, Ant, got to go lower there. The projections are a little bit different here. Going to go lower there. Jimmy, going to go lower there. Who else we going lower on? Let's go lower on this one. I'm gonna choose LeBron just to switch it up a little bit. Sengun, I'm gonna go lower there, and then one more. Let's go with. By the way, do they have any promotions today? They might have promotions. Let's see. Okay, no promos today on Prize Picks. Let's just go. Let's go lower on Julius today. I think today's the day we neutralize his fat ass. Let's go lower on him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. We're gonna go with the flex play. We'll go a little bit lower on here. We'll go $4 as well. And then that is gonna be the entry for the day today on both Prize Picks and Underdog. So make sure you guys tap in. You guys know the deal. Y'all. Promo code DTLF. All right. Let's see. Backs against the wall, Dan. You guys need to have the Pistons mentality as they did last night. Good point. Yes. We need to scrape and claw and do whatever it takes to win. And this, you know what, JB? This has been a horrible last couple of years, let's be honest, since 2020 championship, every year in the playoffs has been a disappointment. And the last couple of years, especially with the Denver Nuggets, we have been losing four quarters. We've been losing 4 quarters all the last couple of years. So that's a mentality thing. That some of that responsibility does land on our superstars, but some of that, most of that is going to land on, obviously, it's got to land on the coaching staff because, again, the substitutions were just crazy. I'm surprised Nate McMillan and Scott Brooks aren't telling JJ Pathetic how to coach. Well, they can't. They're assistants. They can give their input, but they can't overstep their boundaries or he will just fire them, right? He's the lead head coach, right? Now, let me ask you guys this. Do you guys think Maxi Kleber will play? And if he does, do you guys think he can make an impact? That's the real thing. All right, let me get into my final keys here. Guys, we have star power. We have LeBron. We have Luka. Those guys went off the last game offensively. One went off defensively. Now we're going to need Austin to be that third today. That's the only way we win this game. We're going to need all 3 of them. We have home court advantage, okay? This is another thing we got to play to, because if we win today, we only need to go pull off one miracle upset on the road in the entire series. Then we will come back to game 7, which is also at home. That's our advantage in this series. That is the right that we earned by being a top seed. Although 1.5 games separated us from that seed to them, right? They won 49, we won 50. A game separated us from between 3 and 6. That's how tough the West was. So it doesn't mean too much, but it means enough. It means enough to get us home court. Again, 31-10 home court regular season record needs to translate to the playoffs as well. All right. Also, man, the Lakers have struggled with depth, injuries, obviously with the sickness to Luka, execution in the clutch moments, right? We've been outscored every 4 quarter in the series by 23 points combined in game 3 and game 4. If we can just eliminate some of those issues, man, I'm telling you, this could be a much different series right now. Also, Minnesota has been led by Anthony Edwards, 29.8 points per game, shooting 43% from beyond the arc. How about we put a real defender on him? How about Vanderbilt, anybody? Jared Vanderbilt, anyone, please? I would love it. I would love it if we put Jared Vanderbilt out there finally, guys, because it is really insane, man, that he hasn't got much PT. I mean, seven minutes is not acceptable for a player of his caliber. It's just not. It is not acceptable. Appreciate you, sis. Yes, definitely hit the like button, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Helps the channel. Let's keep it growing. We got to have heart and give effort. That's the main reason we're losing. It's a lot of things, man. There's a lot of things. The coaching matters. The fact that role players haven't stepped up. There's just so many things that are culminating into like a perfect, beautiful disaster for the Timberwolves, but disgusting for us. I don't think they'll give minutes to Dalton, and they should. They really should, because, floor spacing is better than nothing, right? It's not like anybody's playing defense this series outside of Vando, DFS, LeBron, and Goodwin, who, by the way, haven't gotten a lot of minutes, right? Have a lot of minutes. So I'm very disparaged by that. The fact that Vando hasn't played, I thought that was a huge mistake that Darvin Ham did in his last playoff series, was the fact that he didn't use players like Tristan Thompson, who were just sitting there on the bench. Looks like this year's Tristan is going to be Vando, right? We have to prove that we got the fight, though. We got the juice. Let's get out there, man. Let's see. You heard about Luka donating $5,000 for the Kobe mural? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I absolutely heard about it, and I was very pleased. And it's exactly what I expected of a class generational talent like Luka. He's Laker material, man. He's already given back to the community. So you know what? It deserves a round of applause. But, I'm telling y'all right now, man, this Laker team has what it takes to compete and even to win this series. Unfortunately, all the little roadblocks along the way have been just disgusting, man. Like it almost seems like somebody threw voodoo on the damn Lakers. Like since 2020, if anything can go wrong, it has. Every playoff series we've been in, we have, outside of the Western Conference playoff run, we haven't had much success. And it's been disparaging to watch, because I think LeBron should have more championships. I think AD should have more championships. I think Luka should start winning championships. If not this year, hopefully next year. But we're going to we got a lot of work to do if we lose here tonight. And even if we don't, we're going to have a lot of work to do in the offseason for sure. You know? Another huge swing factor in this game is that Luka has not been able to get his teammates involved. He has 2 games with more turnovers than assists, and those assists were like 1 and 2. I will say this, yes, he needs to find teammates, but teammates need to knock down shots. I think sometimes we look at, oh, he only has 1 assist or 2 assists. I've seen many plays where he had good passes and guys miss wide open shots. And so what that does, I've seen it before with Kobe Bryant. When you don't knock down your open shots, players like Kobe, like Luka, are killers. They're going to look to take over, and he has. He's done his part offensively. Unfortunately, defensively, he hasn't matched. Because defensively, he's been getting cooked. Some of that is on the coaching, though, because when somebody's getting cooked, that's when you're supposed to make your switches. You can't allow them to be out there on the island getting exploited play after play after play. You know, I want Luka guarding players like Rudy Gobert who don't have much offense. Mike Conley even. I don't want Luka guarding the Ant-Mans of the world. I don't. Because even though I think Luka's an underrated defender, he's decent during the regular season. In the playoffs, they hunt him. And they hunt him heavy, and he gets exploited sometimes. And he does. His foot speed and all that. He might have to really go into the offseason and get in the best shape of his life. I need the Luka that was dunking on people back. Right? Because he really has MVP material, face of the league type. I don't believe, as much as I like Ant-Man, I don't think he's the best. I don't think he's better than Luka overall. Luka has done things that Ant could dream of, right? And even in this series, he's not averaging more points. The assisting, I agree he could pass more, but I also agree that teammates have to knock down shots that they want to win over his trust. And, everybody is all hands on deck. It's team ball for a reason, right? He can't get the assist if they don't knock down the shots. But I agree. He should look to play make a little bit more. In order for that to happen, he's going to have to penetrate and then kick, because when he penetrates, the whole defense collapses. So, instead of settling for threes, I would rather him put the ball on the floor, go to the basket. If they don't double you, you finish strong because he's a good finisher, in spite of the missed-blown layups in the last 4 quarters. But yeah, there's so many factors into it. We got this, KD. Hey, listen, man, we still hyped. If you're not hyped, you're not a Laker fan. You still have to be hyped for the Lakers because we have a chance. LeBron's done it before. He is 40, but we have firepower offensively. Defensively, what pieces will you use, JJ Redick? Will you finally unleash Vando? Vando should have been an X factor in the series. He should have got under their skin. They don't like Vando. You did them a favor by leaving them off the court. Let's see. My starting 5 is Luka, Goodwin, Vando, Bron, and Smith and Hayes. That's not a bad starting 5. I'll go Luka. I'll go Bron. I'll go Vando. I'll go Rui, and I'll go DFS. That would be my starting 5. All defense. I need Vando and DFS out there together at the same time. I know you just say, the offense would be stagnant. We got Luka. He's isoing anyways. And if they double him, guys got to cut to the basket and hopefully knock down their shots. It's not like our offense has been firing on all cylinders with this starting lineup anyways. So I'd go all defense and minimal offense for sure. Let's see. Seems like JJ is getting rookie jitters. He is overthinking the game. Yeah, he definitely got exploited in this series. I'm not going to lie. But I'm not off of the JJ Redick train. I thought he had a phenomenal regular season. I think he shows promise. He needs to stop being so stubborn, though. And what he did to the role players by not playing them in the second half could completely kill their confidence. There is a chance they come into this game and they do not play well because of it. And I hope that doesn't happen. That's doomsday scenario, but that would fall on JJ again. That would be 3 games we lost due to poor coaching decisions. And I hope it lights a fire under him instead and has the opposite effect. It will also tell me a lot about who needs to stay and who needs to go. Like I said, if I'm the front office, I'm going into that locker room. I'm like, listen, a lot of you guys are playing to stay on the roster, or you'll get traded, or you won't get brought back if your contract expires. You guys gave minimal to no production off the bench. That is not acceptable. So if you want to stay, you like the city of Los Angeles, you love the beautiful people, the weather, the food, the culture, everything. You want to stay here? You want to live the dream here? You better play your fucking ass off, because I swear to God, if you don't, I'll make sure you don't get a job in this league again. I'm sorry. You got to drop the hammer just like that, man. You got to come out here and you got to let them know, what it is. Straight up. You have to. D Free says, with the big 3 playing upwards of 40 minutes a night, it's just not easy to say Austin can't be out there when Luka is, even if you stagger the starting group, they're going to be together a lot. I don't mind if they're together, but you have to have guys like Vando and DFS out there at the same time to offset some of their lack of defense. You got to have defenders with those offensive players. Now, I wouldn't start I said this when we traded for Luka, I would bring Austin off the bench. It's not because I don't think he's an all-star material player. He is. One series doesn't change my mind about him. It's because defensively, Luka and him getting cooked in the perimeter is just going to open up so many more things for everybody, including the big men. Because now everybody's scrambling. Now you're tired come fourth quarter, and that might explain a lot of the losses. So that should be on the coaching staff. They should see it and improve from it and get better out of it. All right, guys, that is going to wrap it up for me here at pregame. Make sure you guys tap in for postgame, guys. The postgame should be lit, especially if we win. If we don't win, it's going to be a depressing postgame. However, the truth will set us free. If we don't win today, that means we weren't even close to being contenders. And there's a lot that has to be done in this offseason. There's a lot of people that got to be gone, whether it's via trade or whether it's via being cut out. Listen, women lie, men lie, numbers don't. We lose. If we get gentlemen swept again, the truth shall set us free. At least we know the truth. We weren't going to go deep in the trenches. It's better that we lose early than that we lose late and we get our hearts broken thinking that we had a contender and they do minor tweaks in the offseason thinking we're close. No. Look at all the changes that have happened from last year to this year. After last year, we got gentlemen swept in the first round of the series. Right? So all of a sudden, if you lose again, now if you're the front office, you're like, whoa, I thought we'd be closer than that. We got to at least make it to the Western Conference Finals. At least, right? So now they're going to go into the offseason maybe looking for blood. You know, maybe they want Giannis. Maybe they want Bam Adebayo. Who knows? With the new CBA, maybe there's going to be a lot of star players on the market, and maybe the Lakers will pull up and snatch one. We'll see. We'll talk about all of that post-game. If you guys haven't already, make sure to follow over on Playback, guys. Those passes are going to go fast. Let's get it. What up, Tamika? See you guys over on Playback. Enjoy the game. Go Lakers, and thank you so much to my sponsorships. You guys know the promo code. Tap in, family. And I'll see you guys for postgame. Peace.